John Williams again for the Institute of Sports and Spines. Today we're going to demonstrate some forearm eccentric muscle exercises. Now, essentially, when we look at tennis elbow, golfer's elbow and tendinopathies of the elbow, the buzzword at the moment seems to be around doing eccentric muscle contraction patterns to help resolve or alleviate these tendinopathies. So you can get simple little devices that essentially look like this, which is a little weight handle, slightly fatter or larger diameter inside tube with a rope wrapped around it that you attach to a hanging weight. Now, to perform the exercise, essentially you will roll or lower the weight down. So it's almost like the mechanism of using a throttle or accelerator on a motorbike. You can lift the weight back up again. Now, by definition, an eccentric muscle contraction is one in which the muscle lengthens as it contracts. So essentially, if you think of a bicep curl, when we do this, the bicep muscle shortens as we lift the arm. As we lower the weight, that's an eccentric contraction because the muscle is lengthening as you contract. So when we're doing these eccentric contractions with the rolling mechanism of the forearm, as we lower the weight, that's where we're getting most of the work. So that mechanism will lengthen the extensor group as that muscle is under load. And then we lift the weight back up. This is not the important part of the exercise. So if the elbows were particularly sore, you can always lift the weight up, roll it up without load, and then roll it back down again. Now, some people will also find that they want to do the same thing with the flexor group. It's not quite as easy to do, but it's the same mechanism. So we roll it up and then roll it down. Very simple exercises. You generally find that the weights that you need for this are not very heavy at all. That's only a 2.5 kilo plate. We often get guys come in, particularly strong guys that do a lot of weightlifting, who think, oh, 2.5 kilos is not enough for me. I need 10, 20, 30 kilos. Generally, if you put a 10 kilo plate on the beam like this, it's very difficult to lift it. So small weights are normally more effective. And the idea is not to cause the elbows to be particularly painful, although they will feel a slightly painful stretch, but it's to build up that strength over a period of time. That concludes our demonstration of eccentric muscle patterns for the forearm.